It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles, reigning league MVP. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Bucs, and it kicks off.
What better way to start off the afternoon? So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
Throw left side, caught by Davis. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Vacates quickly left side. He calls his own number again. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Buys time, rolling, and he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. At least right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. They go play action on first. Rolling left, buying some time. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. 2nd and 10 now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. He's running with it. Jukes one defender, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Pass play on 1st and 10. On the run right, throwing down. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Throwing now on 1st down. Throwing on the run, deep down that. He's got it at the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. They'll throw on 1st. Escapes the pocket. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock, and I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him. They'll come out throwing. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on first down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Chased out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. It is caught at the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll...
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Play action on 1st down. Escapes out to the left. Now he fires it deep down. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Buying some time right. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock, and hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Flush down out to his left. Jukes out a one-stop, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Headed out right. He takes it himself. Juke the defender. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
First down from the red zone. Getting out to his left. Taking off with it again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. On the move. Headed right. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue piling it on here in the fourth. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.